ground, but still, it's a big start in Fremantle's favour, that.
Second half underway. Gold Coast searching for their third win of the season. It would get them off the bottom of the ladder. Ablett, McKenzie affects the clearance. High ball. Good spoil came from Ibbotson. Somehow cleverly comes out to Ballantyne. He's going to back himself against McKenzie. Threw it over the head. Good chase. Ablett in the right spot. And they keep it in. Jolly, he does so. Might get it back from Swallow. He's still in a spot of bother, but worked it well. Didn't panic. Swallow's kick a little bit right to left
perfect
from
kick,
him.
That one. Absolutely perfect. It's all about territory now. Just gaining that extra bit of area, and have a look at this chase. Terrific stuff.
Well done, McKenzie. Gee, Ballantyne's pretty quick too, or nippy, and just kept at it. Well, that's the attitude that Fremantle need to get into their game.
Holding each other, play on.
Griffin, Fife, got it out to Hayden. It's good work in close as Hayden kicks it towards Pavlich. Now Hutchins.
Yeah.
He wasn't sure what to do there, Tony.
Nah.
Whether to just jump at it or wait down. And he got caught in two minds. Now Main has had a problem with that calf all afternoon. This will be his first kick. Spent a lot of time on the bench. Broughton.
Well, it's all about supply now. If Fremantle get enough supply in the Pavlich, one out, and I wouldn't want him to come up the ground, Jared. I would just keep throwing him, throw him forward and take him deep, try and get that match up to get back into this game and break it apart.
Here's Ballantyne looking dangerous. Shaw got past Broughton, tried to get it out to McKenzie. Solid, tough work from Duffield. And he can't break free, though.
Well, at the moment, Fremantle, they've got Mzungu at full forward. Pavlich is pushing back there now, but still, they've got to get the ball, and their contested ball has been pretty ordinary, Matty.
Well, they win the clearance again, the Suns, which they're good at doing through Ablett, through Brennan, and the kick came from McKenzie. They're tough in close for an inexperienced side.
Third in the competition for contested possessions, and they've probably got one of their best players at that, Michael Riscatelli, out of the side. So great signs for the future. Now they've got to balance it up with the outside ball and be good at that.
Prestia just hovering over it. We'll have another ball up. The umpires have been busy early in this third term.
Gee, that was good from Prestia. Just then, he could have picked the ball up and he would have been holding the ball or caught. But what he did, he just kept his body over the line and protected the ball. They're on the pump, Fremantle.
It's hard to get clear, isn't it? Again, it's Griffin. Tallest man there. Hutchins backed himself against Pavlich. Backs himself to run past Ballantyne. The kick slews off the side of the boot, but it falls for Stanley. Can he get up quickly? Zach Smith runs into the pocket. He ignores him and kicks it long. And kicks it straight to Fife, who spills the mark. Danger spot here for the Dockers. You don't see Fife drop those very often. Brennan can make something from nothing, but he can't get past a good tackle from Broughton, who's his man at the moment, holding the ball.
Well, gee, Zach Smith was on. You called it, Matt. He was 20 metres clear, and Stanley didn't see him, although Stanley's playing well.
Hill assesses the situation quickly to get it to Grover. Main chips over the top. Loose man here, Fremantle. De Boer. Main goes past. Grover kept going. Anthony Grover back in the side this afternoon. Finds himself inside forward 50. To the square he goes. And it'll be a free kick to Mzungu against Ablett.
Well, we've got to see whether this is front-on contact in the marking contest.
Slung him back, I think, sure. He got one over the shoulder.
After he finished with the punch. Seb Tate, he left his man on the wing then. When that ball was coming forward, had to stay with his man and make the Fremantle players run with the ball.
Tendai Mzungu for his fourth goal in AFL, putting the Dockers in front.
And a pretty important goal as well, Matthew, despite the fact that it is his fourth. I mean, they almost butchered this one. Ablett coming out. Let's have a look to see if there was any contact. Just a little grab of the arm. The umpire had to pay that one. Unfortunate for the Gold Coast Suns, but that's a vital goal for the Dockers. But they need 2 or 3 more. They've got to blow the Gold Coast out of the water now. Don't give them a chance, because we've seen that the closer they get to victory, the better they play.
So Mzungu puts the Dockers in front. Essentially that goal you'd feel against the run of play.
Well, it was. They were dominant. And I just say, in Seb Tate, he was on the half-back flank. He left his man, could not impact on the contest. So all he had to do was keep run back pedal with his man, and allow... They had to kick the ball over the top of his head.
Smother from Smith was a good one. Isles.
He's been good.
Yeah, he works in close well. Stanley, good
too.
position of the body. Ablett's away. Ablett from outside 50. Hooks it right to left. Yeah, you've got players that, like Stanley, like Isles, that are strong over the footy, aren't they?
Well, Danny Stanley's playing at centre half forward. That's his position at the moment.
Yeah.
Big responsibility though for Hutchins, and so far he's
well, he did all right one occasion and got outmarked the other, but a little bit kick.
Well, here's a turnover and a chance for Swallow. It'll be right on his distance, but he's going to give it back for the cannon from 55.
Oh no!
And it goes to the line, and another boom for Mackenzie.
How good is that, Jared? I don't know. We've been around for a while, but the whole team has just run over to him. And well done to Swallow, knowing the limitations that he's got and the strengths of his teammate. But I tell you what, I have not seen a person kick the ball off one or two steps like this man can kick it. It is just magnificent.
It reminds me of Mark Bayes, who just used to launch it at Sydney, didn't he, off the left boot.
Yeah, similar style as well.
Well, there are individuals that can do many good things in AFL football. People come to the game to watch special talents, and that left foot, the cannon, we call it, for Mackenzie, is a special talent, and he's got the side back in front again. Lead change.
He should sell his own T-shirts, I reckon. The cannon.
He was in the right spot at the right time. He knew what was going on. He read it. Here's Brennan. Can't get past Fife. It's goal for goal here at Perth. Hutchins went past it. Harbrow picked it up cleanly. Fraser going to test him out a bit. Harbrow kept going. Plenty of Dockers around waiting for it to spill out. Still going. Shaw, Broughton, Brennan. And Brennan wins a free.
Good contest by the Gold Coast there. Well done to Brennan. Second, third efforts.
Boys, Josh Mellington's doing a fair bit of work down here. He's the Fremantle substitute. And given the conditions, possibly a Chris Mayne or Michael Johnson to come out.
Moving on, play on.
And Day slides in for the mark. So, got up and something with that right knee, and maybe he might have clicked a cartilage or something like that.
Yep.
It's coming straight off.
That's all it can be, because it just seemed innocuous.
Yeah.
And now it's locked up.
Yeah. So we'll take a good look at that. Sam Day has had trouble getting into the game, but just getting up, it was immediate issue.
And boys, Nathan Box reappeared from the change room straight on the bench and basically just walked to the bench. Didn't jog, didn't look like he was anticipating to come on. So they've got some injury concerns at Gold Coast.
Well, especially if Day can't come back out, as Grover rides the tackle and forces it forward just onto the chest of Wilkinson. Men in the middle everywhere. Loose checking by the Dockers. The kick's a good one to Isles. Drives it low, wants Ablett. Got rid of De Boer. Still on the footy though here, Gary. Still on it. Hill did well to help out. Palmer.
Hemmed in.
Yep. Good pressure by the Suns.
Well, with Gorringe already been subbed off, Nathan Bock a chance not to come back.
And Alex Silvani, boys, he's got a left knee issue as well. He's on the boundary line in the hands of the trainers, and he's just not comfortable.
Well, Nathan Bock preparing to come back on with...
And Sam Day now with a knee injury.
Yeah.
Well, even if he's not mobile enough to go with Pavlich, he'd be pretty handy sitting in the goal square, Bock.
Yep.
Away from the contest go Fremantle through Robertson onto Mayne, getting involved in this third term. Kick forward, Mzungu, that's a mark, well taken, wants to move it quickly, wants Ballantyne, and the mini Pauper slides in.
That was a brilliant kick. It was a lead, it was delayed perfectly, but the kick had to be absolutely spot on, and Hayden Ballantyne, who slipped a little bit, meaning that Mzungu's kick even had to be delayed a little bit. finally got up and just broke the space. But Jacko's right. His delivery at half-time, I think, was strong, but it is time for half a dozen players to get up, and it's not always a Pavlich to drag you across the line.
So Bock is back out there as Ballantyne pumps the air as the lead changes once again. The Dockers by 2.
Nice conversion, nice combination going forward. The other end of the ground, Palmer got involved. They nearly conceded another goal to Gary Ablett, but they locked it in well. And then this mark and then kick was one of the better combinations of the day.
Well,
been impressed with Jared Brennan today, sure. He really liked his work rate and his stuff off the ball as well as with the ball.
Back in the side.
Well, here's a big question here, because with those injuries, we can just see Day went down. Now, this is where it probably locked. You know more than me, Jared, but he just could not get up there. And, he even took a step before it locked in.
Could be anything, sure. I mean, he may have torn it last week and played with it, and you just don't know. And all of a sudden, a little bit of cartilage jams in the joint.
Well, that means I'll be 2 down, though. That's a fair whack out of what's happening in the second half.
Ablett and Swallow. That is just tough footy and close. And that's clever footy from Hill.
Hill's gone a half back now, playing on Danny Stanley, so Stanley's caused a change.
McFarlane's kick. Swallow got at it first. Tackle on Crowley. Griffin trying to keep it going forward. Isles got boot to ball, but stolen by Robertson, and they're away here again, Fremantle. Open forward line they have. 60 metres from goal, chips towards Ballantyne. He slips over, and Bock punches it out.
Gee, well done by Bock. Joel Wilkinson left his man. It was going to be Ballantyne. He ran at the ball carrier again, twice. They've gone off their men, and they cannot impact on the contest. You've got to stay there and let them kick from outside 50. Stay on your forward.
It's going in the right direction here for Crowley. So too Broughton. He got rid of Ablett. Dribbled it forward. Mzungu. Main. Didn't get boot to ball. Bock. That's out of bounds.
Would have rather a point, I think.
Yep.
Well, there's a number of fresh areas in this one passage of play. In the finish, they're still under the pump here at the Gold Coast, but geez, they've been good defensively.
Fremantle by 2. Opportunity here. Griffin tapped it back towards Ballantyne. Wilkinson from the contest to Mackenzie on the right boot. Stanley.
Gee, this
good take. Just a little bit hard for Jolly.
Keep it forward.
Need a tack on the footy there. Got it from Matera. Numbers, though, for Fremantle. McFarlane forced to kick wide. Very wide.
Pretty good effort by Nick Lowe as well. Tough ball to win. He did it well. Executed the handball. There he is, the biggest man in Australian AFL sport.
From the throw-in, Robertson, who's been busy in the last 5 minutes, tumbled it forward to Main, got rid of Brown. Runner inside Pavlich, within range, just outside 50, and again, it's to the right-hand side at that end. He did one early in the first quarter, very similar.
He hasn't adjusted to sides. Going forward, I mean, he's got a... Gee, that was close to a pretty serious knee injury as well.
Yeah, that could have been tragic. Wilkinson the kick in. Smith the target. And a non-event as it finally trickles over.
I still cannot believe with the frontal pressure, Jared, that a lot of teams, you could nearly play on every time because you've got the 10 metres from the full back. Just to get another 10 to get the ball to the wing and fight another day here, but you could gain another 20 metres around from here. Should nearly be compulsory, I think, from full back to do it yourself.
So Gorringe substituted and Day in trouble, and Pavlich can't get free at the moment, but he's got a second effort. Isles will give. Prestia trying to shrug off Main, and it's a piggyback of the highest quality.
He whacked the saddle on there.
Different setup up forward now, Jared Brennan. They're resting most of their players now through that goal square, as they're going to have to do with a limited bench.
Ballantyne was looking for Broughton and turned the handball for Palmer, and he won the free kick.
Didn't have the ball.
Yep. Just winning a few clearances of late, the Dockers.
Well, they've got sooner or later, Matty, they're going to play with intensity or worry about what the result, and that means that you get your intensity up. And probably you're right, the last 5 minutes, they've started to hem the Gold Coast into their defensive area.
But to add to that, Shuri, they've done that in each of the quarters for 5, 7, 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Then they take the foot off the accelerator.
It's not good, is it? If you want to be a finals chance or to want to play in finals, you've got to be better than that.
Palmer, 35 metres out. And right across the face.
Well, for the local team, they just have not adjusted to kicking goals at that end of the ground. Each and every one of them have missed to the right-hand side of the goal face.
Still, it's 14 shots to 13, so it hasn't been like a domination from Fremantle.
Brown, error, and he's not happy about it. It could be costly. Johnson, it's a tough goal from there. The percentage kick, and he puts it a long way for Griffin to run at it. Punch from Smith. First two at Ballantyne. Pushing the back, Ballantyne, he'll have a shot at goal. He's going to kick for his second. And the little man is getting busy.
Before the guy kicked it, so the mark's taken.
And it's Matera that has him.
Good tackle there, but
then he just drives him into the ground.
$20 free kicks to 9. Well, the purple crowd wouldn't believe that. Here's Ballantyne for number 2 for the quarter. And he gives the Dockers a bit of breathing space, and he gives Gary a bit of how do you do.
Oh, Jared, they need a lift, and it might be from a bloke like Hayden Ballantyne who annoys the hell out of you. As soon as he went, he kicked that goal, he's gone straight to Gary Ablett. I think he wants to get himself involved in the game, but good luck to him. If it gets a bit of engender some emotion, they need it.
Yeah, I'm with you, Shuri. I mean, they just up probably their poorest effort for the year in that first half. Maybe a little bit, maybe that's being a bit harsh because they were pretty ordinary in the final term against the Hawthorn.
2 to Ballantyne, and so they've got 2 from him, 2 from Griffin, 3 from Pavlich, and 2 from Fife.
Hey, boys, I like Hayden Ballantyne, I like his aggression, like his enthusiasm, but do you go and aggravate Gary Ablett after you kick a goal? Do you go and just aggravate him?
I don't think he'd care who it was.
I think he might just go down and kick 2 himself.
Nice tap from Clark to Fife, but coming off the line for the Suns was Prestia. De Boer's tough. Spills out again to Prestia. Couldn't get past the tackle from lower. Ballantyne again. Here come the Dockers. Duffield, De Boer, 25 metres out. And they kick another one.
Well, it was good play, but it's the sort of stuff that you just expect, Shuri. And so, whilst we won't be getting too carried away, Hayden Ballantyne has been significant in lifting them. Nice work there from Rhys Palmer as well, and a good finish. 2 of those blokes started in the middle, so they've pushed forward pretty hard, and a good finish by De Boer, I think, who started in that centre square on Gary Ablett.
Matt De Boer, just his second goal. It's game number 50. He played his first game when Pavlich played game number 200. And now celebrating 50 and 250 together. But importantly for his team, it's the biggest lead they've had so far. They're out to a 16-point lead.
Well, it's the first midfielder to kick a goal for them too, because they just do not have a great spread of goal kickers.
They're going to be challenged here now, the Suns. They won the clearance through Fraser. Isles has got no help, and he realised that.
To be fair to Gary, it wasn't him. He is still getting treated to plenty of attention by Rhys Palmer.
Arms up,
Or just starting outside the square.
Bit of wrestling there between Fraser and Clark as Mackenzie punches it forward, hoping someone's on the end of it. Pavlich is back there, and this is where they're looking dangerous. Good on the run and spread. Roberton to Hill. Well, Clark doesn't really want it. He's looking for someone to come past. Pavlich
good vision.
Spots Ballantyne on a lead. Still in the play, though. Punches it forward. Clever football. the kick again, left to right from Crowley this time.
Tell you what I do like, sure, is Stephen Hill across that half-back line.
Yeah, rebound was beautiful then, wasn't he? Ran on again too. And what it does, it makes it hard to be tagged off that half-back line, Jared. Tell you what, Campbell Brown went in low then, and shocking kick here.
Could be a turnover. Could be a goal coming up for Fremantle, but no, not yet. Jolly, his target, or his handball missed the target. Wilkinson went off the ground. Russell, well, luckily the boundary line was there, otherwise he was going to be gone. Here's the kick from Wilkinson. And he got it spinning like a drop punt, too.
Yeah, it was a good kick.
Arms up now.
Crowley can't get past the Fraser tackle. Swallow slides in, picks it up, half a kick really, but did enough to get it to Wiles, and they get it away from the contest, and they pick up some yardage.
They're really working now on fast break footy here, the Gold Coast. They've got Gary Ablett one out in the forward 70. In fact, it'll probably end up 2 out because now McFarlane's gone behind him.
Yeah, Reece Palmer doesn't want to play at full back.
Duffield stands in the tackle. Mackenzie chopped off by Fife. Hard attack and hard work from Swallow. That's good work.
Here's the break.
Mackenzie, Matera, Ablett knocked it on. Knocked it on to Stanley, who gives it back to him from 55 metres.
Oh, he cannot do it.
No, it's going to go across the face.
He's dangerous, isn't he? I think if you're Reece Palmer, you're thinking, Jared, thank you, McFarlane, for taking over.
Thanks for the runner. You don't often like to see the runner, but when he came out and said, boys, just switch this up, looks a bit better with McFarlane on Ablett.
And, boys, Sam Day's about to come back on. He did a fair bit of work on the bike, and as you can see, his right knee's been strapped. So hopefully some free movement in that knee for him.
Take a good look at his first attack on the ball as the Dockers clear it out towards Griffin. Ablett, 24 disposals, 9 contested possessions.
That's a throw-in. He played on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Todd, he played on, kicked to himself. Todd. If Todd said he did and he didn't, it's a kick in there. Kick in. I blew in a play on and he kicked to himself. Okay, it's a kick.
Oh, okay. I thought he kicked to himself and played on.
Said initially.
He thought.
The line.
Some communication between our umpires results and a kick to Harbrow.
Just so we get the right decision here. Let's have a look. Did he kick to himself?
Nope.
No, he didn't. Nah, good decision. You don't mind if they confer and get it right.
Just, yeah, you end up with the right decision. Everybody's happy.
Harbrow's here. Just behind Harbrow, Gary Ablett's on the interchange bench.
Looking for a disposal.
Kick it back.
Big leap. It came from Stanley. It was an ugly leap, but it's still, look at the players around the ball. That's the inevitable result. The last 3, Fremantle. And Smith might win a free kick here. Will the advantage be paid to Matera? No. It was continuous play. That should be a goal. It's not.
Oh, there's that contentious advantage rule.
Gee, that was as continuous as you can get, wasn't it?
We'll have a look at it again in a minute, I think, Matty, but still another chance to get him closer on the scoreboard coming into 3/4 time.
Well, it would be academic if Zach goes back and kicks the goal. He has played 11 games and he's lining up for goal number 11. Can he keep his average up and get the margin back to 10 points? Hits it low and misses. Here we go. Watch the free kick. There's the free kick. That's play on.
Yeah, I'm with you.
That's just
I'm with
half
you.
a second.
Yeah.
Very much like the penalty one. Everybody else stopped around the ground. That's
good knockback.
Beautiful punch back by Brennan. Well smothered by Ibbotson. Matera's lurking for a second effort, but he gave away a free kick. Play on. And got to go backwards. And lower. Played quickly to Pavlich.
Oh.
Swallow got a bad bounce. Oh, everybody got a bad bounce except Griffin.
Oh, didn't get hit on the head.
Wilkinson, Smith.
Griffin's down behind play, boys.
Yeah, he's got a knock on the head and he's not happy about it. Still down. As Hayden tries to clear. Hutchins has got to go and he just hesitated. And Johnson comes in. And still down is Griffin, who's been superb today. Over the back, Mzungu. Boot to ball, and he kicks his second.
Well, it's fast break footy at its best. And Griffin doesn't look like he's in too good a shape. He runs straight into Swallow, we believe.
I think he made that contact, Jerry.
Yeah, self-inflicted, unfortunately. He just kept on going.
Swallow stopped.
And he is down for the count at this stage. But good work by the Dockers, who pushed it forward. And Mzungu runs onto an easy one.
Oh, he's got 2 this quarter, Mzungu, and Ballantyne's got 2. Mzungu involved in another one, so they've got some goals at ground level.
Well, they only had the 3 goal kickers to half time.
Yeah.
They needed those ground levels because, like I said, 6 of the 7 to half time were from marks. They needed some crumbings, free kicks, whatever it was, in their forward line. Freo free kick from the centre bounce.
Danger time here for the Gold Coast. Griffin looks to have recovered. Sends it in long.
Good mark.
Bot read it the best. Chat to Ballantyne.
Well, Griffin was a pretty dumb kick. He had Hill breaking one side, Pavlich breaking the other, and he just elects to bomb it to the most predictable spot.
Now Wilkinson, he's going to have to kick it sort of in between, and he did. And he just wasn't sure where to put it, and Hill knew it was coming his way. Wheels around on the left, gets plenty of distance with the kick to the square. Johnson going back, so too there Mzungu. How will it fall? De Boer's going to be late on the scene, and eventually no one's there.
See, Hayden Jolly just got to go for the ball. I know he's a youngster, but he's got to go for that contest there where Hill marked on the wing, just to make a contest, even if it goes out of bounds.
Smith out the back. Hutchins read it the best. Russell had to bet a couple. Robertson helping out Hayden. Kick's not a good one. Swallow, quick give to Wiles. Runs around. Russell, they're running out of room here, Gold Coast. Shaw. Turnover's coming. There it is. Lower. Hayden. Evasive.
Good tackle.
Still alive here for Fremantle. Not yet. 4.5 minutes remaining. The Gold Coast down by 21. Fremantle have kicked the last 4 goals. And if they want to stay in the game here, the Suns, they'll need to get one before 3/4 time.
Well, they need some small players in their forward line to lift. Brandon Matera has had 3 possessions for the game.
Make that 4 as he gives it to Ablett, but he's a long way from goal. Isles. Smith, hard running. Collision comes, and bang, they go down. Silvani was the man involved. Gets up a bit ginger, but Fremantle won the ball, and that was his intention.
Just a terrific contest by both players, and both have bounced up, and this bloke has been significant in them getting back to lead, although he'd like to get that handball back.
Well, he missed the target. It might actually fall for them, but Wilkinson.
We've got to be clean here.
Stanley. Smith still down, as we saw from Griffin. Not much up forward here for Gold Coast. Day not running too smoothly, but started to accelerate eventually. But it was after Grover had it. And Brennan's in the good spot here. Broughton did really well. Didn't contact Brennan. De Boer. They were gone here, the Dockers, and they may win out.
Well, he's a tough unit, is Hutchins, Shorey.
Oh, is he what?
He got absolutely poleaxed, as did these 2 players. And well, it took a little bit of time, but they both got up. Well done to Silvani. Nice little bump.
Swallow. Fraser lost it, but went back for the tackle. At the moment, the Suns have Day off again, Gorringe off, and Smith off.
Not good signs there. They're just going to run out of numbers. Brandon Matera, I know he came on as the sub, but even in that point, this period of time, I just think they need a couple of quick goals from him. They're breaking here.
Excellent stuff from Ablett to get Swallow going. And here's Matera. He's got to go, and he dropped it.
Oh.
Tell you what, it was a fantastic kick by Swallow. He just slotted it into the gap.
Here's the man again, Matera.
Well, he's a long way from goal, and he's going to kick to the square, and Stephen Hill's going back.
Just read it so much better, Hill.
Oh, it's on behind play too. Brennan Silvani on the pocket. Opposite pocket to this one.
Nice and close work with the heads there. Griffin. Just get the feeling the Suns are looking tired, Tony.
Yeah, no doubt. Just one player down, two player down. It's just nearly impossible to keep your rotations at a level good enough to outrun them.
And to add to that, Shorey, I mean, Fremantle still haven't used their substitute in Josh Mellington.
Nah, nothing there. That's right.
Well, at this stage, Shorey, they're no worse off than the Dockers because they've still got 3 rotating.
Yeah, but as you say, Jared, they've been to the bench a lot, those 3 players, instead of having 6. You know, I know, yeah, the numbers, you're right, but the amount of time they can spend out there, you might have had 7 or 8 players going through that. Got to wear it, though.
Let him run.
Day getting some advice, and
Let him run, boys.
Zach Smith looking on.
It's been funny, the game. There's a number of times there's been these really bad flat patches.
Yeah.
Almost as if the Gold Coast think they can't win. Then they kick a goal, and then their level of intensity rises.
And Fremantle not playing anywhere near well enough to just take it beyond them.
And it's still the case. Even with 21 points the margin, only takes 2 quick goals, and all of a sudden the Gold Coast start running again as if they can win. And that's what stopped. Their work rate has stopped.
Good take by Crowley, and Robertson got the kick up. Robertson's been very good in this 3rd quarter. And a miss by Harbrow. Mzungu back onto it first, but Bock was strongest there.
Well,
Got rid of all of them.
Johnson didn't shepherd for his teammate.
Yep.
He should have taken Bock out of the play.
Here's this man, Hill.
Cut off though by Jolly. Little chip to Brennan's got to go. Silvani kept going.
Free kick.
And have come to Russell, but Brennan was just loping then.
He's got to hold this up now. They've only got 1 to 3 or 4 forward, and he goes to corridor. Oh, bad kick set. He's turning it up.
It spills out for Clark.
That's a throw.
Well, they're lucky there, the Suns, because the Dockers were away.
Well, Ablett's the danger man.
Play on.
And he's going to go in that direction. 1-on-1. Palmer did well. Ablett goes down.
Ooh. Has not moved. Oh, he's all right.
Ballantyne certainly got him. Nice bump.
Mzungu's kick. Here's Ballantyne, kept going.
Play on.
In a busy bee.
Yours, mate.
Kick into the danger zone. Can the Dockers get one right before 3/4 time? Clark, just the hands free. Going through aisles. It's a hot footy.
Play on.
De Boer, give on the up to Clark. Back to Lower from 2 steps from inside 50. Oh, that is such a big goal from Nick Lower. Right on 3/4 time.
Well, it all started with a really good bump, taking Ablett out of the play. Then Ballantyne pushed forward, did an excellent job. They just combined pretty nicely with this loose ball. De Boer, excellent. Zach Clark again showing some good vision, and a good finish by Nick Lower.
Well, it all started from that contest on the wing. Let's see. Oh, nothing wrong with that at all.
That's a good bump.
Maybe caught one on the side of their head, but no one known. Was that a free kick? Good shepherd by Ballantyne.
So 5 in a row to the Dockers. They make it pretty tough for the Suns in the final quarter as Brennan lobs it high. Seconds count down. Silvani.
He's been good.
In the way once again. Ibbotson towards Broughton. And the Fremantle Dockers have given themselves a real break here. 3/4 time. At home for the 2nd week in a row, they lead the Gold Coast by 27 points.